about Wicked Part 2 that is sure to blow your mind. This is Calxiyn Cares Too Much, bite-sized edition. Many of us have been wondering what they are going to add to Wicked Part 2. Since Act 2 is considered weaker than Act 1, it is criticized heavier in general, and also, of course, we know that the stage version in either act never really handled the animal plotline very well. But I think that I figured out what they're gonna do. In the shiz scene, when Elphaba accidentally levitates Nessa, she breaks the plaque of the wizard that is on the shiz building, and underneath is ostensibly Bear Moses. Now, I saw the movie on Wednesday, and it was like for a split second, so I don't know if it was supposed to be like religious or more of like Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle walking in like this enlightened Greek philosopher vibe, but the wizard is literally covering up what used to be animal imagery with himself. And Elphaba cracking that is a great piece of foreshadowing, by the way. But I bring that up because later on, and this lyric was in the musical, but it never went anywhere, when Dr. Dilliman is having the secret meeting they sing about, and an owl in Munchkin Rock, a vicar with a thriving flock forbidden to preach. Now, a vicar is a religious figure, right? And what do we get during the One Short Day cameo sequence? We get some lore about the religion of Oz, about the magical wise ones. They established the idea that the magical wise ones left a prophecy that one day someone would come that could read the Grimoire again. Obviously, we know that that is Elphaba, but the citizens of Oz think that that is the wizard. So this is what I think is going to happen in Part 2. When Elphaba finds out that the wizard has no real power, he says that when he got here, there was discord and fighting, and so he gave the people of Oz a common enemy, picking the animals. I think when the wizard got here, some people naturally believed that he was the one spoken about in the prophecy, because his technology seems like magic, right? But the animals did not. I think that the animals have an offshoot of the same religion where they do not believe that the prophecy has been fulfilled, and it's possible that they have a more detailed version of the prophecy than we hear about in that play, because that play is propaganda by the wizard, right? They wouldn't mention that the wizard doesn't fit every qualification of the prophecy. And so I think that what we're going to hear about is the wizard went after the animals for speaking the truth, and the wizard wanted to make sure that they would forget their culture and their beliefs and the true prophecy. What will be expanded upon is that we will see Elphaba help the animals and find out more information about this. Like, they will rally around her as they realize that she is the one that they have been waiting for. She is like their messiah, you know what I mean? What's also interesting is that in Dr. Dilliman's office, there is a map. And if you look at where the animals would be going when they say that the animals are leaving Oz, there is a giant desert. And now, obviously, in a lot of different religions, crossing the desert is like a huge deal. And now this is kind of getting into spoilers if you care for the end of the musical. If you've never seen it before, we know that Elphaba lives with Fiyero and they just kind of run away and cross the desert. I wonder if what they will do instead is that it's not just Elphaba and Fiyero who run away together, but it's Elphaba, Fiyero, and the animals. Like, she literally takes them across the desert, and then that goes with all of the religious imagery in here. And so you get the idea that, yes, Elphaba is alive, but she didn't just like say, oh, well, fuck the animals, Glinda will help them, I guess, right? She actually goes with Fiyero, and they are like the new leader of the animals, and all of them cross the desert to hopefully a better place. We can only hope, because I don't think in the books we ever hear about what is actually beyond the desert. All of that said, what do you guys think?